Loving Matthew, a play by Wendy Bryan Michaels. Act 1, Scene 1. We open in Macy's department store in the expensive couture area. Matthew is propped up against a walker that has a dangling plastic grocery bag tied to the side. He has a leg cast covering his right leg with his left arm in a sling with a cast. The bruises on his face, arms, and legs are beginning to fade after a month-long hospitalization. As Matthew is fighting with a pill bottle, he responds to an approaching security guard.
I'm not bothering anybody, and I'm not leaving. My sister is coming, and she told me to stay right here, and if I go now, she won't find me. Wait, can you help me open these pills? I can't open these!
Oh, my God, Matthew?
Here she is, I told you.
I got him, yeah, I got him. He's my brother.
You came.
You called me. The hospital let you go like this?
Like what?
Like, geez.
Can you open this for me?
Do you have any clothes with you in that bag?
Well, not clean ones. Hey, we are in Macy's. You can go buy me 2 shirts that happen to be on sale for 2 for 1. That'll be like $49.99 plus tax plus $54.99. It's a bargain. We can go.
Wait. Where are you going?
To buy shirts.
Stop. I want to give you a hug. First, Matthew.
This is why John should have picked me up.
How about a hug, Matthew?
Yeah. Ow.
Sorry. What did I hurt?
Everything. Can you open these?
Well, can I see them first?
What?
Matthew, can I have them? I'm going to help you open them. Thank you.
Let's go to IHOP, huh?
Okay, wait, honey, hold on.
Wait, no, why are you grabbing at me?
This is an antibiotic.
Oh, I'll take one. Oh, and there are more pills in the bag.
Oral?
I need a lot of medicine, Kathy.
Oh, gross. What are these clothes in here? Oh, they're all bloodstained. Jesus, what are these?
My clothes I was wearing from the accident. I wanted to keep them to remind me not to run across an interstate at night.
Okay. How about never run across an interstate? Oh, God. Is this your discharge paperwork from the hospital?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hold on. I'm just going to read it first. He says you were supposed to go right to rehab.
I am not going to another rehab!
So, no. Physical therapy, Matthew. Not a rehab for drugs and alcohol.
RoboCop is coming. Let me have one. Come on.
No. How long ago did you just take one?
I haven't. I can't get anything open.
Matthew, let's just...
I need a pain pill.
Okay, I got him. Thanks. Yeah, we're just leaving, okay? Matthew, let's just... One pill and then we have to go.
She pops the top off and pills fling out of the bottle. Matthew shoves a few into his mouth.
Oh my God, how many did you just take? No, Matthew, these are Vicodin, for Christ's sake. Spit a few out. Just, hey, spit a few. Matthew, you will overdose if you swallow. Do not swallow, Matthew.
Here.
No. In the bag, please. If you did straight down like that every day, you wouldn't need rehab.
RoboCop, coming fast.
Leaving. We're just cleaning up. We're going now.
My sister came.
Down a notch, Matthew.
Oh, John says I can't come back home. Can I come to your house?
Where are the elevators?
Oh, on the other side of the glittery dresses. Let's go to IHOP. Come on.
I need to take you to your apartment after. Will John be there later?
I can't go home. He's still very mad at me right now.
Well, you ran across an interstate and got hit by a car.
Did you know he got a job delivering pizzas with Papa John's?
All right, we're going to
Funny, Papa John. Are we going to go to your apartment now?
We're going to go to IHOP.
Finally, I get my chocolate chip pancakes.
Down another notch, Matthew.
Lights out. Scene 2, later in the evening. Kathy's expensive condo on the beach. Sparsely decorated, Matthew wearing headphones.
Okay, honey. Humble abode. Wow, doesn't that music so loud hurt your ears?
What?
Oh, my point exactly. Hey, can you turn that down for me?
Where's all your stuff?
What do you mean?
No, you don't have very much stuff here.
Oh, well, Gloria wouldn't let me take anything.
You know, you used to have a lot more stuff.
No, she tends to think I need nothing from our house, so I had to buy what I could to just have something here.
She grabs a Calvin Klein t-shirt from the Macy's bag and removes his shirt.
You used to have 2 Mercedes, right?
Not anymore. Just one we got out of.
Ow.
I need a newer car.
Ow. Ouch.
Sorry. Put your arm through here.
Why do you need a new car?
Because I won't be able to swing a Mercedes mechanic on my own, and I took our older one so I can negotiate for a new one. Hey, this shirt fits perfectly. You look great.
It's designer. Thank you, Kathy.
She pulls out a gigantic pair of Calvin Klein sweatpants.
I'm not that big.
No, they need to fit over your cast, remember?
I need to lie down on the couch.
No! Sorry, sit down yet. Hold on.
She darts to the bedroom, then beelines back to the couch to cover it with sheets.
Ooh, maybe Gloria can buy me one while she's at it. You should get the CL55 AMG Coupe. It costs about $120,000, though. You could get an all-terrain twin turbo, which they now have in the four-cylinder, or you get a turbo.
No, all of that.
I read. I'm not stupid.
I didn't think you were. Come here, lie down.
Ooh, sheets feel good. 600 thread count?
Do not even think about taking my sheets.
Tucked me in so I feel like a sausage.
Oh, can you walk without the walker at all?
I haven't tried.
Okay.
She tosses the walker far away.
All right, here's one bathroom. It doesn't have a shower though, okay, but mine does, and that's through there. And help yourself to whatever you want in the kitchen. Probably better to just try and get a good night's sleep and not get up if you don't have to.
Can I have a pain pill?
No, I gave you one, so not yet. You get one every 6 hours. Listen, Matthew, can we talk for a sec?
We are talking.
God, I love you. I need to ask you to do something for me.
Can I have my music first?
Yeah, sure. All right. John is still not answering his phone, so you're here with me tonight, obviously. And we can figure out the rest tomorrow. But here's the thing, Matthew. You can't go out and wander at night like you do with John. I know you like to go out and then come back in the morning, but you can't do that here. For one, it would scare the hell out of me wondering where you are. And two, no drinking allowed, okay?
Not even beer?
No,
Do you have any beer?
no,
No beer.
and no leaving.
I didn't leave the hospital, Kathy.
Mom told me you guys have your own room. That's sweet.
Mom came a lot.
Well, you know, moving out and trying not to make Gloria too angry. Anyway, I should have come to see you.
It's okay, John came.
Yeah. He'll let you come back. He always does.
He likes to remind me of that time when I took his Chevy Malibu and raced it around the block to see how fast I could go. I ended up wrecking it, so he won't let me drive it anymore.
Okay, well, you don't blame him, do you?
He puts money on my bus card.
Call him in the morning.
Wait, yeah, see, okay, here is my bus card. Okay, and here is my ID.
He takes pretty good care of you, doesn't he?
He has a temper.
Well, I know he gets mad when you take off without coming back all night. Where do you go?
I need to walk. I feel better when I'm out walking. I'm confined in an apartment.
What made you cross the highway that night, honey?
I needed to get to the other side.
But didn't you realize you were crossing 6 lanes of highway?
Well, I thought I could make it. Car was speeding that hit me, so if it hadn't been speeding, I probably would have made it.
All right, call me next time you feel you need to get to the other side of an interstate.
You never answer my calls at 2 in the morning.
All right, I can make breakfast tomorrow, right?
State of Florida would only give me an ID. They won't give me a driver's license. Probably because I wreck cars.
Yeah, that's a good reason. Are you comfortable? Do you need anything?
Pain pill.
First thing in the morning. And don't go anywhere, please. I love you.
She exits to the bedroom. Later, Matthew wakes up. He reaches for the grocery bag and frantically scours the bag for pills, throwing everything in the bag across the floor. Agitated and in pain, he crawls to the walker, hobbles to the kitchen, and swiftly returns with a toaster before hobbling out the front door. He drops the toaster in the hallway.
Ouch!
Lights out. Scene 3, the next morning. The grocery bag and all the contents are still strewn about the apartment, bloody clothes and all. A knock on the door. Mom enters without waiting to be let in, carrying an empty cardboard box. At first, a little freaked out at the sight of the bloody clothes on the floor.
Good God! What the hell happened here? Matthew happened here. Kathy, are you here? Hey, Kathy, are you asleep?
Mom?
Where's Matthew? Is he in the shower in there?
He's not out there?
Nope, nowhere around.
Oh, is he not in the kitchen?
You're kidding me, right?
What?
Maybe he went to get donuts with no car, no money, and not able to walk.
Shit. I cannot believe he's not here.
He left last night, just like he always does.
Oh, I mean, how far could he get on a walker? Sakes.
Your brother made it across country in 3 days without a car. I'm not clear how he finds people to give him what he wants all the time.
'Cause he's funny.
Your place looks hilarious.
You know what I mean? He could be endearing.
His drug abuse has affected his brain. Why does he have all these bloody clothes?
To remind himself not to run across an interstate.
You see what I mean? That's not right thinking. You should have
Mom, he called me from Macy's on a walker wearing 2 casts. I'm not gonna just hang up the phone.
This is not going to end the way you're expecting.
Mom exits.
I'm just expecting to have him here until I can sort things out with John.
John is no longer in the mood for sorting after this escapade of your brother's. You're gonna need some more paper towels.
Yeah, that's the top of my list.
Mom re-enters and begins placing the few valuables in the cardboard box.
Mathew caused such a ruckus in the apartment the night of the accident, so he's been trying to convince the landlord to let them
Oh,
stay.
that takes a month. John plays victim when he could just say no to Mathew. And what are you doing?
Helping you? Did Mathew ask for money last night?
Helping me.
Did he ask you for money?
Yeah, he always does.
Did you give it to him?
No.
Saying no to Mathew doesn't work. Mathew's taking advantage of John's love.
No, I think John frustrates the hell out of Mathew with his perfectionism. Mom, stop packing.
He will steal things. This, gone.
No, leave that. He's not going to take a statue, for Christ's sake.
You're dealing with your breakup with Gloria. Taking him to rehab
Look,
is...
he refused, Mom. I didn't have a choice.
He has choices. Hospital rehab, alcohol rehab. He does not want to do these. Personally, I think you feel bad about not visiting him in the hospital.
I would have panicked in that neighborhood. I'm afraid still of getting lost, being attacked by gangs.
You don't need this either. Macy's is certainly a better area, so I can see
No,
why.
I didn't tell him to go to Macy's. This guy from the hospital, like a worker or staff
A
member
drug dealer.
or someone offered to give him a ride. He could only take Mathew as far as Macy's.
He could have given Mathew drugs, and that's why he left here last night to go get high.
Wow.
What?
You just sound, are you mad at me for picking him up?
He's done this since he was 15. He gets high, drunk, or both. Then he gets into trouble, and then he calls, and here I am.
Don't you mean here I am?
It's been here I am every time before. Ugh. I must have done something wrong as a mother.
Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad. Need coffee.
I'd love some toast.
All right, I'm in the kitchen.
Okay. Okay,
Really?
okay, no toast.
He took the frickin' toaster. What is he gonna do with it? Who's gonna give him money for a toaster?
You'd be surprised.
Come on, a toaster?
Be glad it's easily replaceable. Remember when he stayed with me for a week last year?
I live right here, so visit anytime.
No, he's just visiting. Oh, where the hell is your leg cast?
We cut it off.
Giant pieces of the leg cast are tossed from the hallway into the apartment by the neighbor. Mathew is now wearing a pair of yellow, tightly fitted bicycle shorts with a now dented walker.
Wow.
Oh,
What the...
hi there, Mom.
Hi, son. I have no words.
Harold had a giant saw.
A giant saw?
Let it go, Mom.
Did you mean a chainsaw?
Yeah, yep.
A chainsaw? You're lucky you still have any body parts.
Well, it was really hurting me last night, and I didn't have any pain pills. I didn't want to wake you up, Kathy, since you were nice enough to let me come stay here with you, so we started cutting it, Mom, and then it just came off.
What are you wearing?
Harold shorts.
I don't want to know anything more about that.
Hi, shit. I wonder if I have some super glue.
Oh, I left my ID in my bus car. I left them at Harold's. I've got
You
to.
smell like you've been drinking.
No, I need to go get them.
Do you know this Harold, Kathy?
You know, I'm gonna try and glue these cast pieces together. No, I've never seen him before. Does he live here, Matthew?
He said he did.
This is much bigger than a leg cast and Harold shorts. You realize that, Kathy?
Uh-huh. You know, it's cut, so it just might fit back together. I'm gonna see if I have super glue.
I found my bus card and my ID. Oh, thank God.
Without rehab, Matthew, you could very well be looking at having a limp for the rest of your life. Is that what you want?
No, what do you keep pushing me for?
Why? Why do you keep drinking when you know it causes you so much trouble?
Because I feel like a loser when I don't drink.
You are not a loser to me. Now, rehab...
I am not going to another rehab! I won't do anything in rehab but make you sit in a circle and talk about why you drink whiskey. I know why I drink whiskey.
All right, this cement glue could work.
Physical therapy rehab is to help you walk normally again and use your arm properly. Where is Kathy's toaster, by the way?
Mom.
What? I'm not afraid to ask.
I don't know.
Did you take it?
Maybe Harold broke in here and took it.
You cannot stay here, Matthew.
Because of a toaster. You remember that time, Mom, when I was a teenager and that limousine picked me up and took me across town? That's why I still had my bike with me, and the guy in the limo said I could get in the limo with my bike?
Yes, son. I do remember that, and it is not a fond memory.
He took me across town, and then he dropped me off, and he wouldn't take me back when he picked me up. I mean, what a fruitcake.
You were gone half the day. No one knew where you were. The first time I let you stay at your dad's for the weekend, boy, was I mad at your father.
Still are.
What?
Nothing.
Don't do that.
I remember that you took me to this funny-looking doctor who wanted to know if the limo guy, touched me. And I told him there's something not right with my brain.
What was so funny looking about him?
He had this bicycle mustache, and he kept twisting it and make me, touch a doll. He was creepy. You should have been more afraid of that guy, Mom.
That creepy guy tested you? You were operating at an 11th grade math level in 7th grade. You are so smart, honey. If you would just stop doing
Never quiet.
drugs and drinking so much, you could achieve anything you want.
The limo driver invited me to have fun, and Harold invited me to have fun, and the sounds are the same.
Lie down and get some sleep.
Oh, you want to talk to Kathy without me interfering?
Matthew, don't you two gang up on me.
Did you know the cop that arrested me came to the hospital and gave me tickets because I crossed the highway?
What?
Yeah, he wanted to come to the hospital in person to make sure I got the tickets.
Oh.
He was spiteful of him. I got a ticket for jaywalking and a ticket for being on an interstate. He told me I was lucky because he could have taken me to jail.
Don't mumble, Matthew.
I'm not what's going on.
And Mom, I'm gonna look like I live in a warehouse.
But the shirts...
Stop packing, Mom.
But how much are they?
When he's high, he can't even speak right.
No.
Matthew!
No, don't. You could be interrupting something, like when you scare a sleepwalker awake and they turn and they kill
The
you.
nurses are
No wonder you're afraid of bad areas.
This from me. Don't understand what's going on. They're trying to figure out what's happening.
Although he does look like he's talking to someone.
I would not be surprised with his drug use. I need to get to work.
I didn't do anything.
Pack up things.
Because they're not going to believe
that.
The phone rings.
It's Gloria.
Oh, Mom, can you hand me that?
I'm out the door.
No, I'm holding this piece in place.
This is not going to fit back on his leg.
Hey, Gloria. I know there's been a myriad of chaos this morning. Because Sarah's now your office manager. She can take care of that. That's exactly what she was hired
Can I
for.
have a pain pill?
Okay, you know what? I'll call you back.
Whoa, problems in paradise?
She wants me at our office every day, and she still won't agree to a time to meet or discuss some sort of financial arrangement. Divorce sucks.
Take her to court.
And then she'll get mad, and I'll get exactly what I have now. Nothing. She keeps saying, trust me.
Do you remind her that she emptied your joint account the day you moved out?
Yeah, sure, that should help things along.
Okay, smarty pants. Goodbye, Matthew. I love you. Stay put.
Bye, Mom, unless you want to put your finger right here.
Can I have $20 before you go?
No, you don't need any money while you're here.
Remember last year when he stayed with me and he took that $9,000 brooch?
9,000?
Where did you learn to whisper?
Never you mind. Been in our family since the 1800s. Ugh, I can't think about that.
I only got 100 for it.
I do not want to hear that.
Hi, Mom. Okay, out of those shorts. And where are your sweatpants?
Harold has them.
Oh, that's nice. I just bought them. Okay. I got a pair of jeans, though. Oh, I know which ones.
But I can't wear women's clothes.
Well, those shorts are not doing anything good for you.
Well,
I'm gonna cut my jeans to fit you, okay? Be right back.
if you cut them, I'll look like a hobo. You look like a hobo in my classroom. You don't belong here.
Okay, I'm gonna cut them right along here.
It's so noisy if I don't pay attention. My teacher in 6th grade called me a hobo one day and asked her what it meant. And she said it means I was dressed like I don't belong in a classroom. And I told her, you don't belong in a classroom.
Oh, that was rude of her.
This pants label says women.
I know, I'll cut it out.
I'm pretty sure I'll be thrown in jail if I'm sleeping on a bus bench and cut off jeans.
I know, you know the answer to that, do you?
Don't sleep on a bus bench?
Yep.
This cop came up to me one time in New Mexico when I was just sitting down and relaxing on a bus bench. I put my head down for a minute. I was just waiting for the bus. I didn't do anything wrong, and he asked me to move along, son, just because I was move along, son. You know, but I should be on the bench.
Matthew, I can't understand you.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do
Can you
it.
say that again, Matthew?
Yeah,
Are you okay?
voices.
You don't seem okay.
My mind is never quiet.
You hear voices?
It's never quiet. All of them.
Do you actually see anyone attached to the voices?
Everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
It's never quiet.
Can you see them now?
Can't always follow them.
Are you being serious with me, honey?
Them.
I know. Are you being serious with me? Okay. Who do you keep talking to?
Everybody.
What does that mean?
You should go back to school and become a professor like Mom.
No, I don't want to teach. So you hear people talking?
Yes,
When did this start?
10 minutes ago.
No, honey. How long ago in your life have you heard voices?
Probably when I moved out of Mom's apartment.
Since you were 15?
She was dating Bill. Remember Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, he and I didn't get along either. Kicked me out one night.
I hated him.
Tried to go to Dad's house after he kicked me out, but his new wife, that's what he called her, his new wife.
Yeah, but
Wonder
Matt-
if she liked being called by that instead of her name.
Okay. Finish about the voices.
I stayed on bus benches for a while, and I could hear noise like people.
Well, what do you usually hear from them?
They don't like me very much.
Does John know about this?
He just gets mad at me.
So all these times that you mumble has been when you hear people?
Doesn't Gloria help you with more stuff around your apartment?
Because she doesn't live here, Matthew. Please, when you mumble, is that when your mind doesn't work right? You hear voices?
It's never quiet. You don't want me to stay here at your new apartment because I'll drink and take your appliances.
Well, that would be nice if you didn't.
Well, don't drink and don't take your appliances. Can I have a pain pill now?
You know what?
I can't have a pain pill.
No, we might be able to help.
That's what the whiskey's for.
Oh, whiskey quiets the voices.
And the music. Oh, my music's at Harold's.
So when John took you to doctors, did you ever tell them you heard voices? Or did John tell me this? Or did you ever? I mean, have you ever said anything to me or Dad or Mom?
Mom knew.
Mom knew what?
She took me to doctors before.
Mom knew you heard voices?
She took me to a lot of doctors.
I thought that was for something different. Okay. Hey, Gloria, I need to talk to you about something. And I'm gonna kill Mom if she knew about this.
Lights out. Scene 4, the next day, Kathy's apartment.
It's much more complicated than what you're
Mom,
beginning to
you?
accuse me of. I did sort of know.
Yeah, you did sort of knew what?
I knew about the voices.
Jesus.
Please do not be mad at me. I could not handle it. He was so bright. When he told me he was hearing voices, I thought it was drug abuse. You want help with that?
Are you serious?
You're folding them. Aren't those dirty?
The voices, Mom. Voices you knew about.
He was 18.
He told you he was hearing voices. He actually said that to you. Mom, I'm hearing voices.
Yes.
Is that why Dad sent him to a psychiatrist?
He was diagnosed as bipolar. Your brother took off and disappeared for a long time after that.
No, what I'm seeing is not.
Recurring episodes of feeling euphoria, then feeling depressed. That's him to a T. I took Matthew to 3 different doctors.
You took him to a lot of doctors.
Don't get upset with me, please. You and Gloria had a lot going on and truly little time for much
Yeah, my
else.
fault now, okay.
Not one of the doctors said his behavior was due to schizophrenia.
So voices he's hearing are still under the category bipolar.
To give you some idea about these doctors, one of his doctors said his behavior problems were due to the fact that he was the 3rd male in a generation with the same name.
So when I was first freaking out about watching him hear voices, why didn't you tell me that he had said this to you?
The consensus seemed to be that it was probably drug-related, and so I thought so too, so I accepted that.
But why-
I mean, those were well-known doctors in their field. Why wouldn't I believe that?
Why didn't you just confirm that with me?
I thought the outcome would be the same. I wanted to let you go through that discovery.
Go through the discovery?
Let me give you an example. It's like you walk into a doctor's office and say, I have a stomach ache. Well, in their minds, it could be a number of things. It's even harder in the psychiatric field because you don't have any clear-cut signposts.
I don't understand any relation of that.
It's hard to be clear-cut in diagnosing mental illness, especially in the first couple of years.
We are way beyond the first couple of years. Why didn't you just tell me he's been hearing those voices a long time? Just something to validate what I was seeing.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I convinced myself it was drug use.
Wouldn't you have wanted him all those years ago to at least be on something, just in case he needed it?
Oh, you mean like, guess what, doctor? I have a headache, so what do I do? The doctor says, here, patient, I'll schedule surgery and rewire your brain just in case.
Okay, I want you to stop with the made-up doctor scenarios. Come on, a surgeon would never go into a brain and rewire it just in case. Help with a headache. That's just not a fair analogy.
Sure it is. The surgeon is not
Oh,
clear
Mom.
exactly. There is a headache.
Mom?
You don't accept my argument?
Nope, not at all. After what I told you, do you still believe it's drug-related? Oh, are you serious?
I believe you believe.
Do you even believe he's mentally ill?
I'm not so sure about the schizophrenia.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Just wait. Wait a minute here. Isn't part of the reason you want to get him that particular diagnosis is to get full benefits from Social Security? To have John care for him?
Hello, I'm taking care of him.
Until John does again. I could only have him with me for a week before he stole every diamond I had in the house. I still can't find the necklace that he and John gave me for Mother's
He was
Day.
standing in Macy's by himself. By himself. With a leg cast and a security guard telling him to leave.
Aren't
And he's
those
still waiting.
sheets dirty, Matthew sheets? Okay.
My brother has been suffering with this for,
There are things I could have done differently.
like what?
Why are you folding those dirty sheets? Okay. For one, I would never have sent him to your dad, who then sent him to be hospitalized. Can you imagine being 15 and being locked up? He never got over having a phobia of being locked up after that experience. It's important for me to believe your dad did the best he could.
Well, do you believe?
Here he was remarried with 2 little kids, and Matthew arrives to stay. a sullen teenager. Your dad wasn't equipped to manage any of that, so they probably recommended hospitalization because your dad couldn't and wouldn't deal with Matthew. Please stop being so angry with me. I couldn't deal losing you too.
Jesus, you haven't lost Matthew. He's sleeping in the goddamn bed.
And then we're gonna.
Okay, got it. Let's go.
We pay $1,100 for the new apartment. That's more than Mom pays for her mortgage.
I know, well, at least you have an apartment, honey. Oh, will you and John watch that movie that I told you about?
A Beautiful Mind? Mm-hmm. I can't. I haven't. But after sushi, you want to go to 21st Street, the gay beach?
It's chilly out right
I
now.
wish I had on shorts right now so I could get some sun, get a better tan. I get a little, mixed moods when I go there.
Why?
Well, because I like to be there in shorts, try to get a tan during the day, and then at night, I go to places where the crime is not so high. I'll be 36 this year. That means you're...
Don't even say it out loud.
What does that feel like?
Oh, you kind of question your life a lot more, where you're going, what you're doing.
I used to do that when I was 16. Nobody gave me time to question my life when I dropped out of school, but I wanted to stay in school. At least get a college education, at least a bachelor's degree. Now I'll be lucky to get a tech, to be a tech for a 2-year degree, if I stick to that. I don't even have a high school diploma. Isn't that sad, Kathy?
Oh, I think you've done damn well.
So, come to see me in my new apartment?
Yeah.
This Saturday or Sunday, maybe Sunday?
Well, what do you want?
Well, maybe Saturday. Sunday is a church day for you.
Oh, you want to come with me?
No. I have been there before. I've been to an AA meeting there.
At Unity?
I've been to an AA meeting there.
Lights change to reflect the time is later in the day. Matthew is transformed. He wears a starched button-up shirt, creased pants, and new sneakers, but his hair is disheveled from a recent shower. He has earplugs dangling and singing to music rather similar to Money by Pink Floyd. Kathy enters with a new roller suitcase.
Do you want me to brush your hair
I
a
will.
little bit? Okay. You look so good. Here's all your new stuff.
Can I have my money before John gets here?
Yep. Okay. Here's the $100. A little bit more than 5, huh?
It's not all of it.
Well, Matthew, listen. Social Security sends you $1,800 a month for living expenses. You get $100. John will get the rest. And don't you think you'd spend it all before the end of the month anyway?
It's my money, though. Why can't I spend it any way I want to?
Because it's for living expenses. The government wants to know exactly how you spend it.
I'd buy a car.
You cannot drive without a license.
John won't mind.
I got to account to Social Security where the money goes each month.
You mean after John tells you how he spends
Okay, you would have made a great lawyer.
it? Big brother is watching you.
I am your legal guardian of this money, and they wouldn't believe if you bought a car with it anyway.
If I did buy a car, then it would be the truth.
You cannot drive a car, honey.
I can try and get a driver's license.
Listen,
again.
I want you to, Matthew, I want you to concentrate on the fact that John has found a new apartment, and you can live there with him,
It's because you're giving him money.
and he loves you.
And now I'm on Seroquel for my disability mental illness.
Now you have some money.
John has money.
You! Hi, son. Oh, boy, you look nice.
Hi, Mom. Presents?
Your present is me coming to say goodbye. This box is for Kathy.
Mom pulls out a comb from her purse and gently brushes his hair.
I saw John circling the car downstairs.
All right, here's your suitcase. Do you want me to come down with you?
I wandered the streets all by myself, Kathy.
John has your Seroquel.
Where are the pain pills?
You used up the whole prescription.
Can you get more?
Not right
But
now.
I'm still in pain.
Tell that to John. Hey, wait a minute.
Okay. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just love you.
I know. Thank you for my new suitcase.
He exits with Mom in tow. Mom returns.
He said he could do it by himself, that he wasn't 10, Mom. Well, honey, you should be enormously proud of what you do. Science. We all do the very best we can with the information we have at the time.
Well, I didn't ask for this. It showed up in the middle of a department store one day.
I'm sorry Gloria gave you 1/4 of what you built together. I'm sorry your dad and I got divorced and totally disagreed on how to handle our son. I'm sorry you believed we abandoned Matthew. But here's the thing. I cannot count how many times you were busy with Gloria or the business, the farm, the meetings, when I reached out to talk about Matthew's issues. I love my son more than life itself. You will never know what it's like to be a mother. Ouch. Terrified of receiving that one call you know someday you're gonna get.
Lights out. Scene 4. Later in time. Kathy's apartment. Nighttime. Matthew on a stool in another area. Pretty drunk as he stands up and staggers off stage. And then the sound of dragging something heavy and metal can be heard. Kathy appears out of a bedroom, dressed in a sexy low-cut dress and tall heels. There are 2 purses on a nearby table. 3 knocks on Kathy's door, each one more insistent.
Happy! Happy!
Yeah?
I brought you something. Oh,
What was that?
I dropped the flamingo.
He opens the door as a pinkish garden metal flamingo falls forward into the apartment.
What is this?
It's a garden flamingo.
Whose is it?
Ours.
No, it's not mine.
I brought it to you.
This is, how did you carry this here?
I dragged it.
Oh,
and then
Jesus, what is that smell?
Sorry.
No. Oh my God, it's this thing. What the, why does it smell so bad?
Oh, hey, can I
No, this can't stay here.
No?
It just can't. You need to take it down to the dump.
She races to the kitchen and comes out spraying lavender room freshener.
It smells like lavender poop.
Okay. You can't stay.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, honey. It's just, remember we talked about you calling first and not coming over
I'm
drunk?
not drunk.
No, I'm gonna give you $20, but you need to go, Matthew.
Wow.
Come on, you need to go.
Money.
I'm calling John and tell him to come pick you up. You can wait downstairs.
Okay.
And take Smelly Flamingo with you.
The lights change, reflecting later that evening. Kathy is in her apartment and Matthew is on a stool in another area. He will lay his flamingo beside him. Kathy's cell phone rings as she transfers the contents from one purse to the other.
Nope, not answering right now, Mom.
She places the one bag over the phone, accidentally leaving it behind as she exits. In another area, a police person appears. with gun drawn and pointing in Matthew's direction.
Keep your hands in the air where I can see him as you exit the
I
vehicle.
wasn't speeding.
Out of the car.
I'm getting out.
Hands out where I can see him, above your head. Hey, spread your fingers.
Where do you want me to go?
Stay right there. Hey, hands up.
I wasn't
Is this your
speeding.
car?
I wish. The guy said I could drive his car. He gave me the keys. I'll show you.
Hey, what'd I say?
Is this your car?
Tell me you understand what I'm asking you.
Get to them.
Sir, do you need any medical attention?
Got him.
Let me see both hands.
With the keys?
Are you on any medication?
Oops. Sorry.
Sir, I need you to tell me you understand what I'm asking, or I will have to hurt you. Hey, do you understand?
I'm not sure now because you keep yelling.
Hands up and fingers spread.
A little hard with the keys, though.
Hey, drop the keys.
I just had dropped them. Okay, I'll do it again.
I need you to answer me clearly. Are you on any medication?
Seroquel and...
Start over.
Oh, good.
Can you not talk?
Sure. Oops. I'm sorry. Do you want the keys
Hands behind
dropped,
your back.
or...
Hands behind your
I
back.
don't want to go to jail. I wasn't speeding.
Where were you going?
I was leaving the bar.
Sir, where were you intending on taking the vehicle then?
I'm going to drop the keys now for you.
Answer the question.
Which one?
Give me your driver's license.
No, I don't have one anymore. I was at the Cannonball Bar, and this guy asked me if I wanted to drive his car, and he gave me the keys. And we were sitting together at the bar talking, and I told him that I hadn't driven a car in a long time.
What's his name?
Greg or Trey.
Scott.
No, it's something like a long O sound.
His name was Scott, and he reported his car was stolen 11 days ago.
No, I couldn't remember how to get back in touch with him to give him his keys. It's not my fault. I'm not resisting arrest, so don't think about charging with that. I'm trying to tell you what happened. I can't go to jail again. The guy said I could drive his car.
Not for 11 days, he didn't.
Blackout. The sounds of a jail cell door closing and locking.
If you do or say anything that could upset, threaten, or frighten anyone else, if you do any of these things, it means you have broken jail rules and committed an offense. If you offend anyone or hit them because of their race is things like person's skin color, or their background, or culture, it means that you have broken jail rules and committed an offense.
Can I call?
And discovers her phone, picks it up, and sees all the missed calls and freezes. Shit. Lights out. Scene 5. A few months later, back at the therapist's office. As before, a lone bulb above each character when speaking. Matthew in another area on his stool, still in jail. He appears thinner.
Maybe we were the problem all along.
We didn't cause Matthew's problem. Right, Doctor?
I'm tired.
Welcome to my world.
Jail, that's gotta be horrible for him.
Yes.
I mean, he said the guy told him, here, take my car, and he probably did just that. Right? He takes things literally. I see you, like.
We are right back where we started. A lot of good that diagnosis, medication, and new doctors did.
I'm sure he was
see
eating.
anyways. I can't keep apologizing.
One time I was babysitting Matthew. You were out, I don't know where you were.
Probably school.
Matthew sort of went crazy. He lost control for a second. Grabbed a lip handle that was on the dining room table and he just swiped it off the table. And it almost caught our house on fire. All because I asked him to take a bath and go to bed.
You do that sometimes. Just compulsively act out.
Yeah, but this time when he acted out, he slapped him across the face. It was the only time I ever hit him. I mean, it was the look on his face. And he burst out crying. He looked so betrayed.
The light bulb fades out as truth is being told. No need for the interrogation field. The light changes from the therapist's couch to Kathy's.
Broke my heart, Mom. I was always scared to death that I'd come to that. I cried all night in my room. I didn't know how to handle what I'd done. I didn't know why. This is my fault, you think?
What's your fault?
Jail, trying to control, with medicine and
No,
therapy. and
don't go there.
I just didn't want him to suffer anymore.
Mental illness causes suffering, not you. Look, at least while he's in jail, we know he's getting 3 meals a day and he's relatively safe.
In jail?
Let's try and look at the brighter side.
Of jail?
Hey, you are extraordinary.
Is that your brighter side?
Pretty much. I don't have to worry about getting the phone call.
You know that prison isn't a bad area, so I'm not driving mine. I'll borrow your car.
You mean my crappy Ford?
No, I love your Ford.
Your back penalty?
No, I sound like Gloria.
Not at all.
Sometimes I think I'll never be free completely of her influence.
She agreed to a lot more than you thought.
Nothing in writing.
A little like being surrounded by wasps and asking them not to sting you.
Oh, remember that time when I swallowed a wasp in North Carolina?
No.
Why do I have different memories of my childhood than you?
Lights out. Scene 6. Later in time, months after his release from jail, periodically, Mathew would self-check into the hospital, and the voices became intolerable. Mathew, just discharged from the psychiatric unit, is now home.
John? John, I'm home. Do we have any cigarettes? Marlboro Reds? Not the lights. It's like breathing in sauna air. John? John? I think I need to lie down for a little bit. Oh, I'm so tired. Just gonna take a little nap. John? John?
Lights out. Scene 7. 6 months later, Kathy's apartment. The apartment is stunning in simplicity. Kathy wears loose-fitting pants with elephant prints. Her chiffon blouse reflects a more relaxed version of herself. Mom is arranging daisies.
Have you heard from John yet?
Just now, he wants to meet us at the cemetery.
Oh, please don't call it that. Just say, Our Lady.
I'm sorry. John's picking up flowers.
Why? He knows we already got daisies, doesn't he?
He just wants to bring his own flowers, Mom. Why does that bother you?
My son's headstone arrives today. Everything bothers me.
I know.
Did I tell you that somebody recently said to me, I'm so sorry, Sally. I guess God needed another angel. I I looked right back at her and said, God has enough angels. I only had that one.
Now, I won't take that personally. I have no idea how to say the right thing. If there is one.
And you love daisies. No one ever loved daisies, but he did. One time he and John brought me the colored ones that are all dyed different colors. He said, let's go to IHOP. Explained why they're dyed, the entire process. Then IHOP.
I remember he thought if he closed his eyes and he couldn't see us, he couldn't see him.
When he did something bad, he'd close his eyes thinking no one could see him.
We probably made him schizophrenic by giving him license that you disappeared when you shut your eyes.
Hand me the ribbon.
Oh, we used to pull his Tonka trucks with ribbon.
Your dad and I would buy him all kinds of toys, but only the Tonka trucks he couldn't break apart. They were indestructible. He couldn't really say his T's very well, and we'd be driving in the car and we would pass a real truck that probably was a giant Tonka truck, and Matthew would yell out, "Looky the fuck!"
That's hilarious.
No air conditioning in the car, and his piping little voice carried through the windows as we stopped at lights next to people. "Looky the fuck!" I just miss him. I miss him so much.
I have to believe that Matthew didn't realize how many pills he was taking, right?
He just took too many this time.
Did John ever talk to you about it?
I didn't ask.
A mentally ill patient on his own with his own medication. We should sue the shit out of the hospital.
I don't want to remember my son by the way he looks. We have to remember to celebrate Matthew's life, and John is good to him. John just happened to not be there.
I guess. You ready?
No.
After we visit Our Lady, we go get chocolate chip pancakes at IHOP?
We go get chocolate chip pancakes.
Spotlight where Mom's Mother's Day necklace is seen hanging on a hook by the door. The end.